If the tower represents collapse and revelation through destruction, the next stage of the journey introduces something entirely different. After shock comes calm, after chaos comes quiet. The star symbolizes hope. Where the tower shatters illusions violently, the star heals gently. It represents renewal, guidance, and the quiet restoration of meaning after upheaval. The star appears in the night sky after the storm. It does not rebuild the tower or restore the previous structure. Instead, it offers direction. It suggests that life continues, and that orientation can be rediscovered even after everything familiar has collapsed. The Star Tarot meaning therefore centers on hope. Not naive optimism, but quiet confidence that order can emerge again. It is the light that becomes visible only in darkness. From a psychological perspective, the star corresponds to healing after crisis. The collapse symbolized by the tower often destroys rigid belief systems and false identities. After such disruption, the psyche must reorganize itself. The star represents that moment of reorientation. The Swiss psychologist Carl Jung described individuation as a process that includes both breakdown and renewal. When old psychological structures fall, deeper layers of the self begin to emerge. Meaning is rebuilt from a more authentic foundation. Hope therefore returns, but in a different form. It is quieter, calmer, and more resilient. In Greek mythology, the star archetype resembles Astraea, a figure associated with purity in the stars. According to myth, Astraea left the earth during humanity's moral decline, but remained in the heavens as a guiding presence. Her transformation into the constellation Virgo symbolized the idea that moral guidance continues to exist even when the world appears chaotic. Across many ancient cultures, stars served as navigational tools. Travelers crossing oceans or deserts relied on them to find direction. The star therefore represents orientation. In biblical tradition, the symbolism of the star appears in the story of the Star of Bethlehem, which guides travelers toward revelation. The star does not command action or impose force. It simply illuminates a path. Guidance appears quietly. Faith grows in darkness. In Christian symbolism more broadly, the star often represents divine grace, reassurance that meaning persists even after suffering or collapse. The night sky becomes a metaphor for spiritual continuity. Even when the world feels uncertain, the structure of existence remains. In Buddhism, the star archetype parallels the calm clarity that follows awakening. Once illusion dissolves, the mind becomes still and luminous. Compassion flows naturally from awareness, much like the water flowing from the vessels in the star card imagery. Insight leads to peace. In Islamic tradition, stars have deep symbolic significance as guides through darkness. Travelers navigating vast deserts relied on stars for orientation, making them natural symbols of divine signs. The Quran repeatedly refers to celestial bodies as indicators of order within creation. The star therefore represents guidance within vastness. Norse mythology also contains parallels. In ancient Nordic cosmology, the stars were believed to have been placed in the sky by the gods to illuminate the night and guide travelers across harsh landscapes. More symbolically, the star resembles the renewal that follows Ragnarök. After the destruction of the old world, a new earth rises from the sea, fertile and peaceful. Even the sun returns. The Norse worldview therefore accepts that destruction is not the final stage. Renewal follows. From the perspective of Joseph Campbell's hero's journey, the star corresponds to the stage of reward after ordeal. The hero survives the collapse and begins to understand the deeper meaning of the journey. Wisdom replaces illusion. Hope returns not as fantasy, but as insight. The visual symbolism of the Star Tarot card reinforces these ideas. A woman kneels beside water, pouring liquid from two vessels. One stream nourishes the earth, while the other returns water to the pool, symbolizing balance between the inner world and the external world. Above her shines a large 8-pointed star surrounded by smaller stars, representing cosmic harmony and guidance. The landscape is calm and open. Unlike the violent imagery of the tower, everything here is still. Healing takes place in silence. The star therefore represents one of the most comforting stages of the Major Arcana journey. If the Fool symbolizes potential, the Magician will, the High Priestess hidden wisdom, the Empress life, the Emperor structure, the Hierophant tradition, the Lover's choice, the Chariot direction, strength mastery, the Hermit solitude, the Wheel fate, Justice balance, the Hanged Man surrender, Death transformation, Temperance harmony, the Devil bondage, and the Tower collapse. Then the star is hope.